Hey everybody, we're back with the Perils! The Peril of the Gelatinous Tower! So,
Can you lower the volume?
I will lower the volume. Alright. So, last time, you guys faced off against the greatest horror of all, college life. And, Eldon met back with his former dean of his mage college, Dean Arco, and having to deal with some issues with this mage tower that's been consumed by Gelatinous Cube. Now this Gelatinous Cube is wandering about doing whatever silly-willy thing it wants to do, and smushing other people, including killing some people, such as a wonderful, wonderful little merman folk that Rune wanted to meet, who is unfortunately digested by the horrible acids of the cube.
He could be fine. I mean, his skeleton.
You can raise the dead, right?
You could raise the dead.
Right, Rune?
Right, Rune?
Well, it is a
Rune?
mage college.
Surely necromancy isn't forbidden, is it?
Well, I mean, there are some frats that, they might dab a little bit. I mean, it's college. You gotta experiment sometimes.
So, you do this when you come to a tree, and Dean Arco says, well, we set up this ladder for you guys. Just climb the ladder. The tree branch just sort of conveniently gets to the front door.
Yes. Does our Goliath friend break the ladder?
No.
I mean, I picture
It's strong enough. You should be careful on the tree branch, though.
So,
Yep.
okay. How's your character?
I mean, the paladin is pretty much the same weight as me. My armor is really like the more heavier thing, and all got the same kind of armor.
Yep.
Well,
I'm just picturing by the time you get up the tree branch, you're already back on the ground, but the branch is lifting you slightly off the ground because it's bending so hard.
God. Well, you see, we would levitate you, but I could really use that spell slot later. You never know when you need to use that spell slot. Like, I would waste my spell slot right now. No, sir. What if I need it? I only got like 4 spells a day. I only got 4 spells a day, yo.
Alright, let's go inside.
Alright. You climb the ladder. And getting the door open to this place is going to be a bit tricky, because it's about a little out of your grasp. It's going to take a bit of an acrobatics check of some kind from somebody.
An acrobatics check
to balance the balance.
Can I use my mage hand to grab the handle and turn it?
I will allow that.
Okay. Do you still want me to make any sort of check along with that?
No, you open it.
Okay. There we are. Everybody crowd in, organized, everyone.
Alright, let me reveal some areas. I have to zoom out, y'all. Alright, perfect.
I lend my hand towards Rune. Come on, boy. Oh, sorry.
Oops. Sorry, yeah. I was trying to move myself. There we go.
Grab my hand.
Right. Of course, thank thee.
Alright, now I gotta wash it. It's gross.
Well, you could dip it in the horrors of the gelatinous.
So what do we see here?
Give me a sec.
Maybe considering it's a college, how many people came up to the goo and was just like, so I'll give you 5 gold if you lick it?
You see a lot more skeletons than you think you'd see. Just sort of drifting around. So this is going to be your first obstacle right here. Part of the walkway has sort of disintegrated over time. And, there is a support. It's a hallway. It looks like a normal hallway.
But
there's a ceiling above you, as rickety as it can be, but there is a gap, about a 20-foot gap of goo. It's
Mhm.
gonna.
I look down at Rod Eye, and I say, victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay the price. Are you willing to take the risk?
Well, I already lost an eye, so.
Well,
Alright.
I might
Reach
have
down,
a more.
I pick up Rod Eye,
Wait,
and I would
no,
like
I
to
did agree
toss
too.
him to the other area.
Oh,
Wait,
you're gonna throw him across? Okay.
Is there a rope attached to him?
I mean, I'd assume I'd probably
Wait.
give him a rope.
Wait, just tie me to the rope. I tie myself to the rope real quick. Nail me down.
So, could I make an athletics check to shot put him?
Sure. Yeah. What's that maneuver called? Throw the halfling. Or what?
Or fastball special.
Fastball special. Fastball special.
So,
what's...
24.
All right. So you managed to throw him across, and he sort of like lands and sort of twirls around on his butt for a little bit, and lands right here.
Let the fucking hell.
So he has a rope attached to him. Is it dragged all the way to the other side?
To this side.
So can he like stretch out and make it like where we can?
It's a pretty thick rope. You'd be able to balance quite easily.
Is there a way he can tie it down though? That way it doesn't like fall or anything.
Yeah, there's a little. I didn't really put it here, but there is like a torch handle. I forgot to put down the torches. Stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, I put it around those.
Like there's like a torch thing in the wall that you can use, and you can.
And then what can we do? Can we like climb or try to balance our way across?
You can try to balance, or you can hold onto the rope and try to sort of
Shimmy.
monkey bar that shimmy along the wall. There is a little bit of a crevice here, so it's going to be a much lower acrobatics check than trying to jump 20 feet across a thing of acid.
Okay. Does anybody want to go first?
I'll try.
All right, roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I will allow either or.
I'm going to go with athletics.
Neato, you managed to get across. All
I
right.
will also do an athletics check.
All right, go ahead. You managed to get your ass across too. And
Nix is gonna. Let's see, how can I do this?
dive bomb right into the ass.
Oh, that'll come later.
Death
Don't
has no
worry.
meaning to me.
All right. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna try to run across with my little gnome feet using acrobatics.
All right, do it, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Arco, Elden, you had to add at least like a 10.
Nope, not with that roll.
All right.
Someone
Do
reach
I-
and grab him in.
Do I? Can I try to grab the rope before I fall in?
I will allow a dex saving throw for much higher.
Okay.
You have to beat at least a 14.
All right. Did not.
All right.
Someone Guru, get him out of here.
I mean,
So did I fall into the gel? What happened?
Well, I will allow a friend to assist once because I like you, Elden. I like you. Does anyone want to try to help him
I
before?
got kind of short arms, but
Well, I have a spear. Grab on.
So, okay. So how would that work?
So here's what's gonna happen. You fall in, and you're just gonna take a straight up 3d6 acid. No, not half, because he's plunged. He failed his dex save.
Mm-hmm.
You fall into the acid, and it
13.
doesn't really affect your clothes, but seeps through the clothes and kind of burns your skin.
Oh dear, this is some potent shit.
As you sizzle, and I presume Runes just sort of like pulls out a spear and just sort of flings you out.
All right.
What was the full dice save?
And then the bird flies over.
He had to have at least like a 10. Like he had to beat a 14.
I rolled really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled really bad.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
know, but like the full dice damage.
Oh, it would full damage would have been 18 damage, but
yeah,
he fell into a pit of acid.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty kind for a pit of acid.
I'm gonna add that to my book of lore that I'm studying. I'm gonna add that it's a highly acidic chemical that it's made. Because remember, I'm trying to discover all the aspects of the gel and how it works. So I'll take that as a learning lesson.
All right, you have come across.
Tom, you were saying something?
I asked him how much does he weigh.
Only 40 pounds, my boy.
All right, I pick you up and I kind of hold you like a football.
Oh dear.
And in the rules it says that I can make a running jump of equal to my strength score without needing a check. I can actually make this next jump. I couldn't make the previous one.
Damn, what a baller.
With a strength of
Damn,
16.
what a baller, bro.
So I would like to jump across
While
with
holding
Eldon.
it?
Yes.
All right,
I do a running jump.
all right, roll it.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is that my strength, my base long jump is enough to make it.
Oh, you are holding him, but I'll allow it.
Whoa!
Whee! I say. Nick's just flops on
Alright. Our turn, run.
Hmm.
And he's gonna leap it with his acrobatics.
You.
Is that good?
All right, sadly no, but roll a dex save to try to get the edge. You are very close. Roll me a dexterity saving throw,
There we
and
go.
you managed to grab the edge and pull yourself out in the nick of time.
Like, I'm
Like,
leaning
everyone-
backwards
everyone-
and then I plant my sword and just give me an extra leverage. Like,
Hey, you guys thought he was a goner, but he managed to pull himself out. It's your turn, Rune.
Oh my gosh, I can attempt to athletics it again.
Well,
Alright.
what's your strength? Is your strength 16?
That's- Well, my athletics would be with a 4 and acrobatics is 1.
But I mean, like your raw strength. What's your strength?
Her strength is a 14.
Yeah, it's a 14.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Do we still have the rope? Can we get the rope there? Does she have the rope on her side?
I think I pulled the rope back and just set it back up.
Either way, she's on the side with the rope, so
Yeah.
throw it over to us if
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Good.
So all you need to do is sort of bounce across the side.
There you
And
go.
you do. Manage to shimmy along the side and make it. And now you can proceed forward.
Are you gonna be okay, Eldon?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll fetch myself some of that dank liquid I've made. I drink myself a potion of healing.
Alright, roll it.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. Okay, heal 5.
Alright. Plus, give yourself
I got
5 hit points.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Roll me, everybody. Oh, you just want a head rod eye?
Oh. Okay, if you're gonna
No,
do that shit.
so
Crazy dude.
I will allow a friend to roll a perception check for you guys.
Let's see.
Rune?
Maybe Nick's because he was flying around. Maybe he noticed some before. Because remember, Nick. So the whole reason why Nick's could talk is he's got mimicry. So he's mimicking some douchebag he heard one time.
Alright, I roll a perception of 9.
19.
19.
Rune?
So you have like
Alright.
I got 18.
plus gets a +3 on whatever this roll is.
Shit.
Well, I got an at 20.
So, good
Yeah, he's got a
news
20.
for y'all. Oh wait, and Eldon, you roll it too.
No, yeah. So I don't need to. The bird.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
So the bird got a 20.
majority
Yeah.
of the party made this check. So, Eldon, you're about to step forward, but Rune, you grab him back. You grab Ra'ai and Eldon, and you point out the weird skull-like jewel, and you notice that this part of the gelatinous cube, so far everything's been really green, but there is a wall of gelatinous cube in front of you.
Okay.
which
Is this
I
part
will-
that has not yet been dyed?
I see.
Yeah, it's just that everything's so green that it's just, it sort of blends in.
But so we can see the skull on the ground. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that is the
so
core.
Can I try a Arcana check to see if I can see if the skull is anything or does anything?
You can.
All right, let's see. 20.
You presume pretty much what everything you can tell that this thing acts as a sort of core for the gelatinous cube. It keeps everything together, and there's little tiny, almost needle thin veins that sort of stretch across it, coming out of this jaw with jewels embedded in its
And so
eyes.
are the veins like kind of like wires or connectors in a way?
Yeah,
Okay. So I say to the party, it
So-
appears that this is the core.
sort of like the microfilaments in
Yeah.
a cell.
So,
So
with that roll, do I know enough that if I would cut the little filaments, would that maybe turn it off?
It would damage it, definitely.
It would
But if
damage
you want to
it?
get rid of it quick, you would have to aim for the core.
I'd have to aim for the core.
Yeah.
So
Want
hold
me
on.
to
So
cut it down.
wait, so this thing is the core, right?
Yeah, the skull is the core. The little microfilaments are
Okay.
sort of the... Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. So I tell the party, it appears that this is the core to the gels, and these little filaments are how it sends the energy that's able to allow it to maintain its form. So yes, if you wouldn't mind crushing it, that should solve the issues of our current obstacle.
Alright, I'll give it a hit. Rod-Eye will attack the skull. Does that hit?
That hits super hard.
Alright. And he's rolling it with one hand, so D8 plus 11 slashing damage.
Alright. You haven't quite killed it. You managed to pierce one of the jewels out as you stab into it.
Does anything happen to the gel? Does it react?
It starts angrily wiggling forward.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So
yeah.
uses his
So
bonus action to disengage a bit and go behind Eldon. Like, I'm not used to this magic bullshit.
And it moves closer.
I see. Okay, let's let's back up a bit and perhaps try to crush it from range. So I back up to here, and then I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
I'll also back up at the same time.
Alright.
Alright.
Cast Firebolt, Eldon. That
That's
hits.
That hits. Okay.
Yeah.
10 fire damage.
Yep. So you shoot. Do you want to describe the kill? How do you destroy the core?
Well, I'm trying to break it, or at least melt part of it, but I want to sort of leave a piece of it. That way, I can collect it and research it later to see if I can learn anything about it.
So you
Okay.
probably hit the same part that Rod-Eye hit, because that part was
Yeah.
already damaged.
Exactly.
All right. So you shoot a firebolt, and it sort of sizzles and dissolves, leading all the way to the core, leaving it empty except for the jewel in the skull. And this thing disappears. Put the arcane core in your inventory, which is a skull with 2 emeralds, sort of emerald-looking jewels in it.
Arcane core.
I do.
Alright.
All right. So now you have a choice. Left, right, or down? I'm sorry, left or, it'd be west or south.
Oh, so I'm getting sick of all this
Is it?
magic.
So are they doors?
Yeah, they're doors.
Okay.
Are there any magic to them? Because I can't even... If we deal with one more gelatinous object, I'm sick of this place already.
I mean, my little goblin friend, as I like stand literally eye level with him because I'm little, everything in this place will be magical. Don't you know that?
So, there is a sign right here.
Mhm.
The sign reads, library.
Yo, bro, this is the library. That blows. Where's the bar?
The other sign reads,
Or
Jelly's
Trebuchet.
Jelly's bedroom. Or, Jelly's, quarters.
Huh. Fascinating.
Professor Jelly's quarters.
Well, I suspect that in his quarters we might be able to find out more information on the gel and perhaps how to defeat it.
Alright.
I say, I think we should take a step back in case there's another cube, and you should open the door with your mage hand again.
I agree. In fact, on top of that, I'll also send Nix to use his eyes in order to see what's on the other end of it. So we'll step back here, I guess, like kind of out of the way, and then yeah, like I'll have Nick standing here. That way he can look down the hallway or whatever's in there, and then yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll cast the mage hand on the handle and I'll open
Swing
the
the door.
knob
Alright.
and swing the door
So-
open.
So,
Alright.
roll it for me.
Roll what?
Oh wait, never mind. I don't know why I said roll it for me. I thought we were rolling.
Rolling. Nope.
You know, it's D&D. A lot of rolling is involved. Need to zoom out. And even more. And
Oh, is
You
this
see
one the
everyone-
quarters?
no, this was the library.
No. We wanted to go through the quarters the other way.
Oh. Well, I'll say you open both doors.
Okay, that also works, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nick's
And-
like, yeah, bro, nothing in here important, just like some books. And then he looks in this one, yeah, bro, nothing important, just some books.
Roll me perception.
Okay. The bird.
Yeah, for the bird.
Okay. I got yeah. And then whatever this roll is, it's +3.
Oh.
It's a crit, so.
Nix. You managed to see some little feet peeking out from underneath the table in here.
Yo, bro, look at this. I look through Nix's eyes, because, you know, that's sort of the thing. And I'm like, oh, fascinating. There appears to be feet of some sorts. Can I figure out?
And you also hear whispering, like, shh, shh, they can hear you. They can hear you.
I switch back to my normal eyes. It appears that's in the library, right? Or was that in which
It was in the library.
in the library? It appears that in the library there seems to be some rogues and vagabonds sneaking about. I say this to the party.
I say, well, where are they in the library?
I'm not exactly sure. I saw. Where did I see his feet?
They
Under
were
like
peeking, underneath the table. They're like,
there seems to be a central table in the library with a bunch of scrolls, and I just caught the glimpse of some feet and whispering.
So at this point, I turn to the rest of the members of the party, and I say, although defense leads to invincibility, only through attack do we have the possibility of victory. And I walk up to here, and I cast Sacred Flame, so that way it appears underneath this table, not where they were. And basically, so it allows me to hit things that are even hiding behind cover. So I'm just showing off that I can hit them. And I say, get out from underneath that table.
A little weird goblinoid sort of creature comes out. Please, no, don't hurt us!
I say, who are you, and what are you doing in here?
We're just members of the Resistance!
The
What
resistance. What resistance?
Lucy! Jelly! Awful man! Used to test out his cleaning devices on us.
So wait, you're saying this is a bunch of soap, and he used to test soap on you guys?
Yeah, pretty much.
Soap? But why in the world would he be making soap? There's so much more potential in it.
I don't know, it tastes pretty delicious.
You think he was the enlarging thing? You see, it's all in these books. It's books. I can't read them, but you know, I can kind of make it out.
Hold on. We got a reading expert right here. Don't you worry. I can't read myself.
Okay, well, yes. So there's like a gel pit over here, right?
Yeah, there. It's enough that you wouldn't really have to make that big of an athletics or acrobatics.
Fair. Just for good measure, because I've seen a threat, right? I'm going to go ahead and like snap my fingers, and a bunch of magical armor is going to appear around me. And I go, well, my companions, do you think we can trust them? I'm not terribly good at you know, I'm not a great people person.
I'd like to roll insight to see how trustworthy these guys' stories and just in general are. So I got a 7, so I'm not...
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that you can tell that he's absolutely scared from you from his pea-stained loincloth and the small puddle below his feet.
Rune will ask, doth thou think a practical test of goodwill would help?
What?
Rune shouts over, by any chance, couldst thou push the table into the gap so that we may cross over with it?
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. My boys can help.
Can you get the stuff off the table? I think that could be important stuff.
They clear it and some glasses break and shit.
Okay, that happens.
And I will just reveal...
You know, for being an uneducated goblin, like myself, these guys are a bunch of morons.
Alright. So, let's clear these out. Alright. So, real quick. These guys cleared out and managed to push the table. I can't really move the token because it's under so many layers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's formed a perfect bridge where you can walk across fine.
We'll just
Okay.
we'll just draw a box.
Yep. Draw a box.
All right. I can do that if you care.
Yep, I don't care.
All right, there we go. Let's just pretend that's the table.
I was gonna draw it.
I cross.
All right, I cross as well.
So, what are you supposed to be?
We're goblins. Well, we were.
You don't look like goblins like myself.
Well, have you... Ra'ai, where are you from in the world setting?
Somewhere with a lot of nobles that probably indulge in their vices a lot. So-
Probably Kana.
From Kana myself. Are we anywhere near Kana or no?
Oh, no, you're
No.
very far away from Kana.
Good.
You are in
Well-
the nation of Sahir.
While you guys are talking, me and the bird
Right here.
are gonna flip through books and try to read them and see if we can find any information. I'm gonna like switch through his eyes from time to time to see what he's looking at.
Oh,
Wait, can Nyx even read?
No, but I can look through his eyes and then I can read through his eyes, so I can see what he's looking at.
so you managed. Roll me perception or investigation, whatever.
Me?
Dire. Yeah.
No, it'd be
I'll do an investigation for this, yeah, because I'm kind of looking mentally more than I'm trying to, you know. All right. Okay. 18.
All right. Congratulations. You find some cool stuff.
Oh shit! Swag.
What'd you find, Nyx?
That was Eldon.
Oh.
So, you look through
Nick is
some.
looking at bird porn. He's looking at like naked birds. What did I find?
You find a scroll of scorching ray,
Ah.
a scroll of charming slime.
Charming slime.
It's charm person, but except it works on slimes, and it only
okay.
lasts 30 minutes. Then very short.
Scorching ray.
And
charming slime.
a scroll of a floating disc. So
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna begin transcribing them into my spell.
all right, and you also find a diary entry from Jelly himself.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Here
What language
what
is
he
all
wrote.
this in? What language is all this in, by the way?
It is in the stereotypical language of magic, which is usually Draconic.
Draconic. Yeah, I can read that.
A little bit of Infernal and Sylvan slipped in there, here and there.
I dabbled.
Yeah.
All right, so but I assume I can mostly get the picture here from the diary.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly written in common. I'm just sort of lying.
Okay.
For
So,
story's sake, it's common.
so what does it say?
It says, and I'll read it in his voice.
Okay.
Gelatinous cubes have shown their usefulness in the purpose of cleaning. Mostly, cleaning out most dungeons that they inhabit. But they tend to just sort of go in one direction, back and forth, mindlessly. I'm trying to get them to move in the right path, and it's proving to be very difficult. If there was only a way to give them commands.
Fascinating. So yeah, I read that back to the party as you did, and it appears he was trying to find out a better way to control his own slime, but I wonder what happened to him.
Look, I might not be smart, but how do you try to control something without a brain?
That's simple, my boy. It's called magic. I make like a rainbow in my hands.
The little, by the way, do you want to name these guys?
I'll call you... Since you're a fellow brother, and since you probably don't have a proper goblin name, Stinkfoot.
Alright, the one next to you?
Yes.
Stinkfoot.
Jelly Belly,
Jelly Belly.
because it looks like he's been eating some of the slime.
There's nothing else to eat. It's Belly with a Y, right? A Y or an I?
Y for jelly, but I for belly.
Alright.
Whoops.
And the last one?
Didn't mean to click that.
Motherfucker.
Mother. Fucker. Alright.
Way to go.
That was good.
Controlled by all players. So, here's the deal. They say, you see, we've been waiting for things much bigger and stronger than us. You see, once you go up tower, it gets a lot more dangerous. Much more gelatinous cubes. We've lived here feeding on old books and stuff. You find a lot of the texts you did go through, Eldon, were full of tooth marks and bites. Like someone was eating the books.
Oh dear, it appears that critters got in this literature.
Oh god. So.
Alright, we could take a quick break.
Yeah. So, real quick, motherfucker goes to a chest. He's like, "You wield spear?" Looking at Rune. And he goes over to this little chest.
Where are you going, motherfucker?
And he opens it. And hands you a pretty cool looking spear. That isn't really... I mean, it's kind of a spear. It's got a little bit of
It's called the pretty cool looking spear.
It looks more like a Bec de Corbin. And you see, we used it on the slimes. And it's really good at getting rid of them.
Oh.
Give yourself the and it written on it in common it reads slime diffusing pole. Basically, it's a spear +1 spear, and it does 2d6 extra damage to slimes.
So, is this a magical weapon? It is, right?
Yeah, it's a magical weapon.
So, Eldon immediately comes over and sees that it's this slime diffusing spear or whatever, and he's interested, and he's like, "Oh, interesting. May I take a look at that? I want to study like the properties of the spear to see if I can figure out what makes it so good at killing slime."
Oh, of course. And Rune would say to the goblin, "I thank thee." And then Eldon is free to look at it.
Okay. So I guess I can roll Arcana at some point on it, right?
Yeah.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay.
And Lena, if you need to go, go.
Yeah.
17.
We'll be back in a bit.
Alright. Alright. So, 17?
Yes.
Alright. So, you can kind of tell that the line of this spear is sort of sopping with something that isn't the opposite of an acid. A base. So it sort of makes them explode when the two come in contact.
Did the runes on the blade read out Irish Spring?
No.
Damn it.
So not all soap is a base. Or that base ick.
Alright. So, I don't know if you'll allow me to roleplay this, but I'm a rock gnome, so I'm a tinker, right? So what I want to do is, now that I see that if I make a certain kind of base, it can explode some slime, I'm going to try to study up and make perhaps a little bit of a device that maybe will allow me to spray some of the same kind of chemical on the slime, and perhaps after working on it for a while, I can maybe get some.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me. It would take.
I have Tinker's tools. Maybe that.
All right. Yeah. Roll me with that.
Okay. 18.
All right. You roll with it, and you make something a bit comical. It looks like a stereotypical like seltzer spraying flower. But it sprays something like bleach.
It's wonderful.
Using it's got 3 uses, and it does 3d6 damage to anything acidic like a slime.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's just call this Slime Away.
Slime be gone, slime away.
Yeah, Slime Be Gone. That sounds good. Slime B with like the letter B, and then G-O-N. Slime Be Gone.
Is it like a cone?
There's something within 5 feet. It's literally a tiny seltzer spray thing.
Yeah. So I'll just make I'll make a fake weapon. Does that use? Is it an attack roll or is it a? In terms of that, saving throw.
I'm gonna say it is an attack roll using your dex.
Okay, dex, and I'll say it has a damage type 2. Oh, it doesn't do any damage other than the slime damage, right?
Yeah, it doesn't do damage to anything but
3d6.
anything.
I don't add my dex to this, I imagine, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. And I'll make it here. So 3d6. We'll call it special damage, maybe. Special, since it's not really like a regular damage type. And then
there's also some more alchemy materials on this table.
Range of 5 feet.
That you're able to use to create your thing, along with your tinker's tools.
Yeah. And then I say...
roll me another investigation while you're working there.
Okay. 14.
Alright. Congrats. You also find 3 bottles of acid.
3 bottles of acid?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna say at least 1 bottle of the base. A potion of enlarged person. A potion of reduced person.
Alright.
And a potion of featherfall.
Potion of enlarged person?
Yep.
I wonder if that's actually in here.
It's enlarge. The spell is enlarge and reduce. It just casts the spell of enlarge or reduce person on yourself.
Okay.
So it's a one-time use of the spell.
Yeah, that's fine. Enlarge reduce
for yourself.
I'll just put it in. I'll put it in my spell list, but I won't count it as a spell, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So Rada is like speaking to Jellybelly and Stinkfoot. Just like, so, how'd you manage to get in here? Were you slaves to the wizard, or?
You see, Jelly used to do experiments on a small tribe of goblins way back in the day, and use us to test his gelatinous cubes. But some of us kept breeding and being exposed to the cubes without killing us, so it kind of developed and looked like this.
Okay, this answers my question of why you don't look like me, per se. I just presume that there's different species of goblins.
We might have a bit of halfling DNA in us. I don't know. Halfling genes.
He's wearing like jeans, like the like halfling like design.
Printed on the butt.
Each of them wearing a different material.
No, they're literally their clothes are literally made out of like parts of scrolls and spell books.
And there's pee and poop stains on the front and back of them.
Yeah, basically. They have the rest of us kept in cages, but we are the resistance, and we are going to win back our home if, hopefully the cubes and jelly servants don't kill us first.
Well, I heard that your home is actually terrorizing this poor mate. A bunch of college kids.
Are those the ones that get dissolved in the acid and they turn into skeletons?
Yes.
You see, we don't dissolve so easily anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, he dips his hand and, dips his, his entire fist in the goo, and it seemed perfectly unharmed, only with a little bit of scarring.
I'm just like, wait, don't do that!
Only a little bit of scarring and sizzling. You would know it as acid resistance.
Huh.
Yeah.
So if I were to just plop you on the acid...
Oh no, we would die! We'd probably drown.
But just as a quick stepping stone.
Please don't!
I'm just throwing ideas.
I don't like them.
Look, I'm just trying to workshop with you.
I'd rather you not.
Look, this is how goblins supposed to act. First we gain your... Remember, first lesson of a goblin. Always gain people's trust. And when they're not looking, gnaw their ankles.
Roll deception.
No, he's actually saying fact.
Oh.
You see, I used to be a slave like you. And then I ripped my master's face off.
Roll persuasion.
It's not high, so... What I roll?
14. That is enough to persuade your goblin friends to follow you.
I have the arrow to prove it right here.
Alright, and on that note, you have found everything out in this room. Created a bridge peacefully, and now can move on to the Perils of the Gelatinous Dome. See y'all in a little bit, fellas. Toodaloo.
Yeah, bro.